Okay, so this is a quick little demonstration video showing the Terra-Manager GUI software for Escondido Union School District. I just spent a couple of hours grabbing some stuff off the web, and thanks for the link, by the way, for your district map. That's a big help, and you'll see here really quickly what I was able to do with it. So I just created a quick screen through your logo that I found online on there. I can customize the background fairly easy. I can look at it, just change it anything I want. If you want to make it green, we can do that. And you can see how easy that is. I'll go back to the nice gray. So it's commercial off the shelf. You don't have to be a graphic artist to set this up. I've had some of them up over 90 screens, so you can set tons of screens. These are screen jump buttons to make your life a lot easier. Like I can just do this, and this is the district map. I can also navigate through the screens, and I just created 3 screens here for this quick demo using this up here if I wanted to as well. And also you can use jump buttons to go to specific screens, like this would just go to the map right there. And typically if this was like a district-wide solution, you would have all of your schools right here, and you could jump to them really quickly with just a button, or like what I put here, a map, and you can actually use the icons. And right here is your Hidden Valley Middle School, and I set that up as a screen jumps, and that's really easy to do. If I go back to the district map here, is all I did was, this is a screen jump button that you see there, a panel link, and all I did was make the opacity. So if I turn that up, you would actually see the button right there, but if I basically make it invisible, now the image that it's overlay is actually what's prevalent in there. So you can actually use the images on here to be a quick jump to the actual floor plan of that school. Now I know this is not Hidden Valley Middle School's floor plan. I just pulled a generic floor plan off the web real quick just to demonstrate some things. Now this could be as simple as you want. It could just be the logo of the school, like you see up here, and it could just be a bunch of buttons with all the room numbers, or even the room number with the teacher's name, or just the teacher's name if you want on there. But I wanted to also show you that you can use the graphics within the image to be the button itself. As you can see here, I could just select on 104, and I could do a live page. I do not have an IP microphone here in my shop in Tennessee, so I can't do it. It'll just say, see, I've got no microphone, so I apologize for that. Or I could even do an intercom, and if I had the microphone, these would be there. Or I could even listen if I just wanted to monitor into the classroom. And by the way, if we do listen, it does have a privacy beep that you can enable or disable, and you can even set it up to it can only be disabled with a password to keep unauthorized people from listening in if you have privacy issues or whatever right there in your district. Just however you operate your district, you can set this up likewise as well. Also, if you see here, I've got some group buttons. Like here's an all-page button, which is all of the zones that I have here. I'm in there. First grade is just 104. Third grade is right down here with 302. And then common areas I just set up for media in this hallway right here. But as you can see, all of these, any image on here could be a button. Even group buttons could be images. And just like I did with the panel link, so right up here with the logo, that is actually my all page. I just created another all page button and then made it 100% transparent, and it's behind the image. And that will play, I could page all zones or whatever at the same time. I can have audio message file buttons, and you can have a bunch of these. They can be anything from your lockdowns to your shelter in places to your severe weathers to your evacuations. And I even put Pledge of Allegiance here, and here's the bells if they want to do manual bells. So if it's a day they're just doing manual bells, I can just select zone or all page or whatever, hit bells, and it's playing the bells. I just have a nice little dual 5-chime that I use a lot for my bell schedules, and it will just stop automatically. So it's that quick. Also, if we go back to the main here, and I can jump to this as well. And if I go to the district map, also if you are on a district-wide use for this, you could also make every one of these icons be like an all-call or emergency all-call into the school to all the devices in the school. So like if we did Conway or Glenview or Oak Hill or even Del Dios or anything like that, you could dynamically select what you want, and you could do pages. I could do live pages. also do like, here's the severe weather or lockdown. So if I do severe weather, attention all employees, due to severe weather conditions, and you can see that would actually be playing out to all the schools, all the zones at whatever priority you want to set it, so it can override any local stuff there. So you can actually have your district-wide with, it could just be list of buttons, or you can have the icons to make it more user-friendly for the schools. There's a lot of options you could do with the Terra-Manager GUI as far as paging, intercom, group buttons, district-wide or on the local level. Another thing we have with Terra-Manager GUI is also it's a really easy and very feature-rich way of setting up your schedules for your bells or any other scheduled event you might want to do. So if I look at my schedule, I just programmed a couple of schedules here. One is a normal bell schedule, and I just did a quick short homeroom schedule just for demonstration purposes here. As you can see that the normal bell schedule is the one that's enabled and running right there. I could go to the month view, and it would show me all my schedules and which days they're actually programmed for. If you see right here with the short homeroom and it's got the red X, that means it's not running or enabled at that moment, and the green normal bell schedule, as you see right here, is running. There's another fun thing you can do right here is we actually have quick enable schedule. So all the schedules you program, if you check a little checkbox that says quick enable, it will show up in this drop-down list, and I can easily, right there, hit OK. And now if we go back and look at the schedule, you'll see the short homeroom is active, and now the normal bell schedule is inactive. So that quickly you can change your active bell schedule for that day based on their activities going on. If I go and look at a schedule, you can actually look, there's my normal bells, and there's the times I programmed in there, and the event is actually, it's playing this message, which is the bells, and it's going to all the zones. So you can have different events, do different things, play different audio files, tones, chimes, school fight song, whatever you want. It could be a Westminster chime at lunchtime or anything. You could change them up for the seasons or holidays to provide a little entertainment for the kids and the faculty as well. You can also have it play music. So if you're injecting music into the system or whatever, you could actually tell the system, hey, from this time to this time, play this music, play this playlist, or play this audio file, which could be a song or whatever. So if you want to do music for class changes, whatever, it can definitely do that as well. That's all your bell schedules. You can put a bunch of them in there. You can edit these on the fly. I mean, I literally could come in here at this one right here and change the time, hit save, and I just moved one event in the middle of a bell schedule. I don't have to go in and reprogram the whole schedule that way. So that's the schedules. Also, the other good feature about Terra-Manager is the device monitor. And this is where you're talking about your dashboard and looking at the statuses of all your devices connected on the system. So if I'm in my school looking at this, if I go to device monitor, all of my IP speakers and my IP endpoints, whether for the common areas, it would be my IP amplifiers or my IP decoders going to external amps for all your one-way common areas, all of those IPs would show up right here. And I got a quick link so I can go right to the devices login, and you can see right here I'm going right to that IP devices, the IP speaker, whatever is login, and I can log in and actually do all my programming and adjustments from there. And you see their statuses online right here. Also, it's a really helpful thing is you've got an activity log file that you cannot edit, you cannot delete anything on here. So if there's any issues or something going on, or if something happens, somebody stole some speakers or whatever, you could go to here and find out exactly when they went offline and what time and everything like that as well. The fault stuff is mainly used for mass notification, emergency communication stuff. You can also reboot or reset devices remotely from here as well. That is just a quick rundown with the Terra-Manager. I just wanted to give you a taste and a feel and flavor for it. If we could set up an online demo, if you feel that's necessary, or if we want to set up another online with Ricardo so we can go over some questions or a little Q&A, I'll be more than happy to do that. But I hope this kind of got you excited a little bit of all the fun things that you could do with Terra-Manager, and this is just the bare bones of what you really can do. Hope you guys have a terrific day. Thank you very much.